So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
I think it's very sad. The violence, that's what hurts me so bad. I have hope for the young. I have hope that things will get better.
We contend, however, Your Honors, that there is much more in S barriers to this. Actually, one simple issue, 2015. The issue is May evasion section.
I have one day this nation will rise up.
In this particular case, if you ask me what the strength of the argument of the 14th Amendment due process clause is implied in this case, I urge most strongly that it be on the basis that the 14th Amendment is an amendment to protect against racial discrimination.
I was born in Jersey City, New Jersey, and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Went to grammar school and high school there. Our family life was, what would you call it, extended family, always. My grandparents, my uncle, and my mom, we all lived in the same apartment building, first through the third floor. So we're always very close all my growing up years. I lived in a mostly black neighborhood while growing up. That's the way, up there. So I really didn't have any problems growing up. I wanted to be a registered nurse ever since I was about 12. And that has always been my goal. And that's exactly out of high school. There was 5 other nurses, girls that were in my class that also had the same aspirations. So we all went to nursing school at the same place. And it was a 3-year program. Nurses back then, it was all females in nursing school. Might have been 1 male. And like I said, it was a 3-year program, registered nurse program. And so you had a dorm, and you usually shared rooms. And I really had a great time. My husband is Caucasian, and he was a truck driver and came in with pneumonia. And so, I was a nursing student at that time and took care of him. And I never had a boyfriend before then. I liked guys, so went out with them, but I never had a boyfriend. And he followed me around and what have you, and I liked him. And he asked one of my girlfriends for the telephone number at the dorm so he could call me when he was discharged. In my second year, I got pregnant. I had met him when he was a patient of mine. And I got pregnant, so we got married, and of course I had to leave nursing school during the second year. And we were having it kind of rough because he was truck driving for a while, and he decided he joined the Army. He enlisted, I guess you would say, yeah. And so that was a real experience back then for me, because I had never gone out of New Jersey. He did his basic, and I couldn't think of that, in New Jersey. And then he got orders for Germany. It was really very exciting. Now my husband, he was a PFC, so he went to Germany, and of course I couldn't follow right away. He wasn't eligible for housing. So after my Pamela, my first child, was born, he decided for me to come over to Germany. I had 4 daughters, all 2 years apart. The last 2 were 2.5 years apart. But thank goodness, because I think that really saved those girls a lot. Being outgoing and getting involved with activities, that helped. Well, they stared, I mean, because, with us being a mixed marriage, they stared, but they weren't mean. I didn't get the meanness or anything from the German people. In the military, you saw a number of black soldiers married with 2 Caucasian women, but you didn't see the opposite. A black woman married to a Caucasian man. You didn't see that. So I never met any other people. We became friends with another mixed couple, a black soldier and Caucasian, a German. So you saw that a lot. And like I said, people would stare at you. And I feel that my husband protected me a lot, because I had never, like I said, I'd never gone out of New Jersey and didn't run into a whole lot of problems because I lived in a black neighborhood and grew up in one. I ran into just one officer that was not very nice because of us being a mixed couple. But my husband was a very outgoing person, and he really protected me. One thing that my husband did was talk with the higher, the officers over him, and requested not to go to southern states because of us being a mixed marriage, and he didn't want to put his family through that. So the only place we went, that was even near sort of southern, was Missouri. We had some problems at the mobile home place. People just being real nasty to us, and the incident with the stuff put in our gas, his gas tank of his car, stuff like that. And again, the mean looks, rude behavior. That day would be where people don't look at your color, they look at the person. That's what I see. Not at your color. And I'm open. I wish you were here. But I thank you for all the 39 years. And I've got memories like you look at my bedroom. Memories surround me, my house, memories, and that means a lot, because those 39 years was very, very happy, very happy.
Was there ever any negativity that made you to kind of doubt the relationship or doubt if you were doing the right thing?
No.